Hello guys, Happy New Year! It's been so long since I actually recorded a proper video of me producing a beat and it's actually me talking. Sorry for the very much terrible upload schedule. It's been months since I've actually recorded. The last time I probably recorded was back in September. No, I did record like a video of me making a beat in the bus and you know, that was October and I posted it months later, just hours before 2026 hit, so I'm a lot busier again, like it's really hectic, so I feel like this year I really want to push through like I did last year. I managed to post every month at least, and I want to do that again this year. By the way, we are hitting almost 600 subscribers. I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. I've noticed a bump in views over the last few months because of that one Fluke Arrow video that's been going crazy, and I appreciate you guys commenting and giving me feedback. And even in that TV Girl type beat that I made, I was using 4 samples and I made like a whole ass song. And some guy gave me a really good constructive criticism and I actually very much appreciate that. Today is going to be the first video this year. I'm going to be making some beat today. It's going to be sort of inspired by George Clanton. I've been listening to George Clanton non-stop for the past fucking 6 months straight. Seriously, just spamming on Slide. Love that fucking song, bro. Tough. I love the album as well. There's like a lot of my favorite songs are Live and Lose by George Clanton. I also love Tie Me Down. I also love Dumb. There's so many good songs there. I love everything about the album. It's sick. I love the pacing. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to make a song, well not a song, well it could be a song, you never know, a beat that sort of represents that. A lot of his songs are quite synth based and you won't really hear like very much guitars, if not at all. You wouldn't even tell if there's a lot of guitars. I think he used some bass guitars for the song Dumb. That's pretty much it from what I know. There's probably some more, but they are very much manipulated, and if what I know, he probably even just sampled some of the one shots and made it really synthesized and stuff, but it sounds really fucking cool. It's so atmospheric, it's trip hop. I think he's probably sampled some breaks before for his break drums. He's quite known for the vaporwave scene as well, and that's sort of where I'm going for, but it's not in the sense where he chops old samples and adds reverb or adds like a tape effect or slows it down and pitches it down. It's not one of those. But in order for him to evoke that sort of sense of vaporwave, he makes it quite atmospheric. He probably chops his own samples that he's made. A lot of it is also about the production as well, not just the lyrics. Like, a lot of his lyrics are also about love and yearning for love and live and lose, but also it's heavily relied on production to evoke that emotion, which I'm gonna try to do today with it. So I have made a drum loop, by the way. It's called Cake. I don't know why I called it Cake. I made this on Scratch, but you know, sometimes George Clanton uses existing drum loops from other producers or songs. Essentially what I want to do is drag that in because I want to manipulate it and make it sound a bit different. I'm gonna slow this down maybe to like 98 BPM, and then what I'm gonna do is time stretch this to, well, I'll try if it's gonna let me. It's not gonna let me, is it? There you go, sampling process. I'm going to pitch this down as well. Okay, I'm going to add in my own sounds as well. Not my own sound, but you know, I'm gonna add a drum kit, but I'm gonna add in like my own pattern because I want to have control. George Clanton often probably just uses loops. I kind of want to add a bit more just for the sake of this video. So what I want to do is go to desktop, if I can find it, go to beat resources, and I have like a new pack where there's like a lot of breaks, drum and bass, just stuff to do with trip hop, new jazz. I want it to have a bit more low end to this. I want to layer the snare a little bit more. I want to add a little bit more body to it. Could be like this. A little bit more low end. Might pitch it down a little bit. Right, I want to add in some hats to this to make it sound a bit more pronounced. I know there's already some hats, but I want to add a bit more control to this. This one probably. And then what I'm going to do is just add in the brush tool. And I have an idea of what I want to do with this. So basically, I want this two-step hi-hat to sound a bit more like it's sort of skippy, which is quite common in a lot of George Clanton's drums, where it has a lot of swing to it. So what I can do is just select these sort of hi-hats, and just move them a little bit like this. I might even add a bit of swing too here, just because there's a bit of differences as well. Maybe... There we go, that's better. Adding that beat break means it adds a bit of swing to it. I'm feeling like layering it with like an actual drum loop, just to add a bit more weight to the drums. Slight distortion, chroma glow. Sounds quite nice. I feel like for now the drums are good enough. I want to now add in a compressor to the drum track, so I'm going to create a track stack. George Clanton's style of drums, they're quite like energetic most of the time, and I want the drums to sound quite, not in the sense where it's so muddy, but a little bit of oomph. One way to do that is literally just throw in a compressor. Oh, there you go. You can already hear it, you know? Ooh. Yeah. Just that alone adds so much more difference. Right, I think I'm gonna add in some keys. I wanna actually add in a bit of the melody now. In a lot of his beats, they're quite atmospheric and there's always a lot going on, but sometimes he tends to isolate things out, especially when you structure it in the verse, which I might go into a bit later. I can go to instrument, I want to go to Terrell and 6, and then just find something. I'm going to build up some chords now to add a bit more mid-tones to this. So I'm going to add in probably pads, a breeze pad maybe. And add in some more elements. There you go. Nice. I'm gonna add in a glide. Lost to you and me. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh. Alright guys, this is what it sounds like right now. A lot going on. Alright guys, so I'm gonna spend a bit of time rearranging it and I'll show you guys in a bit. Alright guys, it's a day later and essentially this is sort of what the song looks like. I actually made a song, so I structured it. The song is like about 4 minutes and I added all of these vocals right here, which is crazy. There's a lot going on. I added a lot more instrumental and I've isolated quite a lot of stuff, and this song is heavily inspired by the song Slide from George Clanton, where there's a lot of things that are isolated. There's a lot of instrumental gaps. There will be certain phrases that I would chant. They are not like full on sentences in some parts, just to leave a bit of air for the audience. It's structured a bit differently compared to how I would usually do it. So right now I have this sort of long intro, and then it sort of has another bit of a long intro where there's a bit of a breather where some of the stuff isolates, there's only the drums playing, and then the bass sort of comes in for the next 16 bars, sort of where my vocals come in and I actually start saying a bit of sentences. And then there's a bit of a bridge, and then it leads into the drop where it's sort of it's the main melody that you've been hearing throughout this entire video. I would have normally added another verse, but this song is actually going to be part of an album that I'm going to release at the end of the year probably. I kind of want it to flow very nicely. Usually I'd probably make very long songs, like this song would have been like 6 minutes or so, like if I added another shorter verse. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the process of me making a George Clanton type beat and song. Let me know what type of artist you want me to do next. Again, thank you guys for 570 plus subscribers. I genuinely appreciate it. Here's the fuck's sake. Here is the song preview. It's